The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
You arrive at another outpost, looking down upon a shining man walking away in the opposite direction to the guards, being followed by a moonlight shadow.
Baka.
Look at that. Highly polished. That could be clever.
It's not. That's of my party.
He's a big one.
Yes.
He's Bonalian.
No.
Oh. For a moment I thought I had seen this famous Sir Reinhardt that everyone was talking about on the last day.
Oh no, I saw him and he's much bigger.
Bigger
Reinhardt is, yes.
than that.
Oh yes.
The fucking lying. You see those rooftops. You see the guard tower. You see the shape of the chimneys and the roofs. This is where I teach the boys to watch. For differences. They are in the place. Memorize. Memorize. Check for differences.
Learn the shadows.
Learn the shadows. If you're going to be here for long, I would have you give some instruction to the young girls. They can't fight, but their eyes are just as good as young boys, and they want to do something.
It's very
They
hard.
will listen to you, but they will not listen to me, because I am from foreign.
It's also not their way to. I find it hard in the city that they look down on women. Where women are just as dangerous, if not more, because they are looked down on. Suck perception.
When I lived with the clans, we used to say to anger the woman is to bring a mountain down on your head.
It's still said.
Smart. So you will
I have no
come with me then. You'll run across a rope over to the other side of the buildings.
I'll follow
There's a
them.
small cluster of lit windows on the third floors. He will introduce you to a room full of young women.
Yep.
We gather them in the central regions here, with strong archers on the roofs, for safety. But if you will teach them to watch, then we can make use of these. More eyes is always better. The spider has 8.
It would be more helpful for the group, for the whole, if everyone is taking part. It would be a toll on the ones at the moment.
You will find me if you need me again, I am sure. He will leave you alone with them. Just give me a charisma check for teaching.
Natural 20!
Nice.
Okay, well, we can presume that you're going to lead a group of like 12 or so young girls out there, and you're going to teach them how to watch for something weird and different.
You see the sparky guy down?
And you're going to do that.
Don't draw them
really
attention to me, they won't stop looking.
It's a good thing you're so high up.
Such a shiny bum.
It's the bum of Romania. I mean, Serenia! Serenia!
Serenia's ass.
Yep.
Meanwhile, back down on the corner, out in the street, Saphira and the Burmanian are praying.
They're all looking around. Let's see what we get. Nope.
Really?
Yeah.
Peer into the dark alleyways around us.
I will make note that
Nope.
if I see anybody, any young people in particular who are alone on the streets, I will yeah, I know it's creepy, but start following them because yeah.
I know, I'm not like, I know.
I mean, it might not come up.
That's kind of what I was thinking of doing with the ladies from before, but they had the guards.
They were the guards, and there was a group. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you'll get retired for now.
The first part, as soon as I saw the upside down 13, I went, yeah, I know what that is.
So you guys don't see shit. Okay. So do you want to travel westwards laterally along the strong quarter, or do you want to travel inwards through it?
I'm thinking westwards. I
Okay.
imagine most of the guards.
In which
will
case
already
I will
be-
allow you to make new perception checks based on that region.
It's better. 6. I mean, it's not the best, but
1 over.
no, you bust.
Yeah.
You don't see anything terribly dangerous, but then again, it isn't Compline yet.
Yes.
So you probably weren't going to see anything happening.
It's still good to familiarise ourselves, just in case. If we have to make chase, that way we at least know the layout. So it is not for naught. Also, again, if there's any people wandering alone, it gives us a chance to escort them, essentially. Indirectly back to somewhere safe.
So at this point, as it gets into the region of time you need to be looking for, I need to know what you are actually looking for. The shape of the thing, the type of creature, the size, the
Okay.
coloration even. The more accurately you define it, the better your chances of seeing the thing you are looking for, but also if you're looking for the wrong thing, the more accurately you define it, the better your chances of finding the thing you're looking for, but also it decreases it if you're looking for the wrong things.
Yes. So we haven't heard.
So
what
if you have a
heard.
very broad category, then there's less penalties,
Yeah.
but there's also less chance of finding it.
Okay, I'm going to be looking for vaguely human-shaped, like, I suppose, anything that's like a dark silhouette that's vaguely human-shaped. Also, any sudden movements in the shadows, basically. Yeah.
I'm falling back on some paranoia from my early days.
12
Um,
only.
And with the environment, I'm always looking up. And I'm not entirely convinced, because of the mutilation, that it is vampire.
So you're
So-
looking for a vampire, basically.
I mean, yeah.
I'm sort of... I can't get the bestial nature of it out of my head. So I'm sort of looking for something slightly bigger than humanoid. It's kind of starting to think werewolf-ish, dark browns or greys, and definitely above. There's just too many places you could be leapt at from.
With
this
that in
place.
mind, Ken, please make your roll.
Yes, I got a 12.
Not enough.
I got 4.
Not enough.
I would have been out on the roof looking for
Because you're also
different-
looking, you've been teaching,
Yeah.
but is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Well, the whole time I would have been looking taking note of the shadows on the roof, where the moons are aligning, judging times on the different parts where...
That's a good point. I forgot to look up what the lunar cycle calendar is. Does anyone have that on them?
I don't actually know what the specific day
No,
is.
We aren't in the new calendar yet, are we?
No,
Not yet.
hang on. I will quickly check because I've got the mechanics document. Because it does have a bearing, the total visibility is actually important here. The new calendar is the only one that has both moons sequences on them. Yeah, it's not going to be great. You're looking at maybe a half moon.
Yeah. It's still not too bad, because...
And the other one will be in shadow, so...
Yeah. So as I was teaching them, I would be taking note of where all the guys have been positioned, basic size of parties, and then from then I'll be starting to look at the shadows.
Okay, so far into the night you haven't seen anything that could be what you're looking for. You still haven't found what you're looking for. You're going to continue on down the main streets of the area. Going to head a bit further north, maybe. If you go much further west, you're going to run out of strong quarter.
And probably go to the probably won't quite go to the edge of the strong quarter.
Maybe we should cut through the center. Use the alleyways, the more dangerous locations.
Yes.
Might draw something to us.
You probably won't go to the main roads anyway.
As much as I loathe to go there.
So yeah, cut through some of the lesser streets, alleyways.
Okay.
I mean, if we see any guards, I suppose we won't go down any of those places because it'd be pointless.
Yes, indeed.
It's been a while since I've felt this feeling like we're being hunted.
Do you think they're hunting us or merely watching us too?
'Tis probably nothing, but once you are close, it feels like they're always right behind you.
Roll your checks.
I bust.
Get on!
Nice.
You're traveling down the dark alleyways. It's almost black in here. The strong quarter is quieter than most. The upper stories make a crazy sort of hash across the sky of planks and stories. So looking up, you always think you see something, but it's just the crazy construction of this area. As you stand on a crossroads of alleyways, in silence, you hear the occasional creak from above. The wind is fairly still tonight. At one point, you thought you heard like footsteps, a pattering of bare feet in an alleyway behind you, leading to the south. But when you turned around, there was nothing there. The gentle clink of Saphira's armor as he grew impatient continued. So Radomir just jerked around and looked behind him, but there was nothing there.
Do you see anything?
I thought maybe something. Maybe just my frayed nerves.
Keep in mind, there could be just pickpockets and thieves operating at this time too that are not even part of our quarry.
It would be courageous of them to venture out at night. And this time, we must carry on.
Carry on.
Your turn.
Check noise for a start, since it's so quiet up there. Who's nice? Nope. Perception. 9. Much closer.
So what are you actually...
I'm looking for... Well, I've obviously done a couple of laps by now. So just... something that's different.
Okay. Something that...
Well, something's not... Things that aren't meant to be there. Like...
Well, not with a 9.
No.
Okay, it's now halfway between Compline and Martins. Deeper or further out? North, east, west, south.
Deeper.
It's more dangerous, but that's probably where it's the most likely to. 5.
Nope,
9.
not good enough.
Take noise first again. 13, that's a yes.
There isn't much to hear above the hubbub of the city, which is more audible up here on the top.
Yep.
No, I'll give you that one. Actually, it's a successful detect noise. I'll give you that one. You hear the sound of a sudden startled scream coming from somewhere to the east of you.
Then I'm going to...
It's far away.
Then I'm going to make my way to the east.
Those around you suddenly notice you bolt off and they're like, what are you doing?
Query, when you say far away, it's still within the district?
Still within the stronghold.
Okay, cool.
Then I'm making my
We're
way.
ignoring them completely and running off.
I'd say, I think I heard something, and I'll head in that direction.
So you two, you've headed deeper. Now where? Northeast, west, south. Shower deep. You can't really get much deeper.
We're pretty close to the
He
middle.
tries, though.
He tries.
Oh.
Oh, okay, we'll go somewhere we haven't gone, so...
Maybe you've got a kid with you who's just
No, that's...
Yeah, I'm wondering about the kid, too.
He's just fucking
He's just...
terrified right now.
Oh, I've only got coppers as well.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Scatteroo!
Well, Cecilia wants us to be there.
No, just, if you just want to go that way.
I mean, we definitely haven't heard the scream from here.
It's a pity you don't have like a detect evil or something you could cast in an area and then sort of go.
I don't think it quite works. The detect evil quite works that way. So.
Why not?
I don't think it's that precise or that far. I guess it has to be. I have to cast it on something that's line of sight for one. Like it has to be targeted, I believe.
I don't know, Jess and Natal said. We set our own limits.
Yeah. So we'll conveniently go east, I believe.
Stay close, kid. If you feel unsafe, I will keep you guarded.
Yeah, I'll keep you.
Forever.
12 on the perception check as we head east.
Okay. Well, you're moving, so that's going to be garbage.
5.
That's even more garbage. So, eventually, you've travelled in the direction for a bit, and now you need to hone in on the noise more. Oh no!
Yeah, that's going to be the problem. My detect noise is ass.
What else are you saying?
No.
Oh, you can't find them.
8 perception.
That's not good enough.
Is your detect noise, is it a different thing from a difficult hearing check, or is it the same?
It is a different thing.
Yeah,
So you could also do that.
No, I can't.
No, a difficult hearing check would automatically be passed by a normal perception check.
No.
Wouldn't it? No, it wouldn't. It would in fact be a separate thing because you're trying to hear a certain thing.
But I can't do. I can do one or the other.
Because it basically takes a minute to do a detect noise. And if you can't pick it up with a detect noise, then you weren't going to be hearing it
Okay.
with a difficult hearing check. So, not sure where it is, you sort of stop and lose this round. The time ticks on. You two may now perform difficult hearing checks if you want, having run in a certain direction and stopped, obviously.
They're percentage, aren't they?
No, they're a D20.
So
You
use
need 3 or
D20.
less.
Oh, that's right.
Ones, of course, always swap for 20s. 3 or less.
Does keen hearing help in this specific check?
It does.
I think that's an 8.
You have keen
It is.
hearing.
Yeah.
That would have helped earlier. Need to mention these things.
I get a 16 though.
Oof!
That much.
It ain't gonna help no.
It's not that good.
It ain't gonna help you that much. Unless 16 happens to be your wisdom.
No.
Oh, big oof. Roblox death sound. Well, next round passes on. It is close to matins. Oh no!
Check noise again. God. And perception. 4. Oh.
We suck.
Was it just another... Is it difficult hearing check?
Bumbling on into the night, you can make another difficult hearing check. I should be asking you for perception, but you ain't going to get it on perceptions. Difficult hearing is what you need.
It's one below my...
What'd you get?
I got 1 less than I got last time. 15.
Mine's one below my...
No, difficult hearing, 3 or less.
Yeah.
Because it's like that, or it's a 25, like a 20% chance thing. Oh, sorry, a 30. Yeah. Oh no. Well. You might be lucky. There is going to be more screaming, so you can roll your checks again.
So 90...
90. 17. That's bust.
We're relying on these two
I can't
shitlockers.
see.
I know.
13 or it's cocked.
It's cocked slightly, but it's a 13 really. Like it's 90% on the 13.
God damn it.
Worse.
Well, maybe if you actually rolled it.
Do a roll. Roll it.
I got 1 better than the last time I got 1 better.
So 16, 15, 14. Yep.
Somebody shoot me, please. Distance myself further from the clinging of Sephiro's armor.
That's probably what's causing us not to hear anything.
Yeah,
My
it's-
constant clink, 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 clink.
It's gotta be that, right?
It's gotta be the armor. Man, you guys are fucking botching horribly.
Yeah.
What?
Well, to be fair, difficult hearing checks are hard to get, so...
Okay, it's just that you backed yourself into the very difficult or impossible scenario. So here we go. This is creeping up on like pretty much on Mattin's last opportunity.
This is our last, yeah.
Well, okay, so pretty much from where I'm looking at on the map, you need to determine if you're going north or south. You two have been going north or south while you're trying to hone in on the screaming.
I think north. Because we went west and then south for a fair bit until we were as deep as we could go, and now we've gone east. So, I know that means we're about central. But I'm going to take a
You haven't moved?
gamble on north.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take a road adjacent to or a path adjacent to the one You're on.
So you're splitting up.
Yeah, just a little bit. But maybe that's enough. Maybe it's a mistake. Maybe it's bait.
Especially if you do it without telling me, you just like sidle off down another.
You know about getting on the boat, don't you?
Sulin,
Always
make
get on the boat, right?
whichever check you choose.
Well, one or the other, is it?
Well, I mean, it can be difficult hearing or detect noise.
I've got
It's difficult hearing for a start. I would go with that because my percentile is still shit. It's just as bad. 3.
Okay. You detect the sounds of a terrified running, toppling over things from a northerly direction from where you are on my map. And you can pinpoint the alleyway it's coming from.
Right. I'll signal whoever's on the roof. I'm guessing they'll be watching me because I'm doing some weird things. And I'll point this way and I'll run in that direction.
Now you two can make your checks.
Just before splitting off, I'll tell a kid to follow him.
copper to get to.
Roll the dice! In the tray!
When you
That's
whip
a
it
3, unfortunately.
Man!
when you whip it in too much,
You
and it
chip and
bounces
chipped in
out.
the snobbledy knockers!
You tripled it.
Oh well, you do your first one, and then I'll do my second.
Nope. Going to be.
No,
It's got a 3 in it.
it does.
Oh, it's under 3.
Yeah,
That's what you won!
no, it's a 1.
Oh.
Because we, of course, reverse 20s and 1s.
Oh.
So you got it, but no.
And I just separated.
Sulin arrives at the top of the alley. You see a young maiden torn up and bleeding. She stumbles into a barrel and falls over in a cul-de-sac, with nowhere to run. But what is she running from? You don't see anything. But she's terrified. And she is definitely acting like she's running away from something. But you don't see shit.
So are the others all coming across?
No. You don't see anyone moving.
Alright, then I'm going to, from where I am, do I know there is somebody nearby?
No.
Or no, that's
They're
all good.
Pretty much,
Then now, yeah.
because there aren't enough people to cover all areas, obviously the attacker chooses the area uncovered.
Yep.
You can only hope that help is being sent.
Yep. So I'll whistle, then I'll drop down.
Okay. Where are you dropping?
I'm going to descend down towards the lady in foot.
Okay.
And try and block. See whatever's chasing her. But I won't stop her. I'll try and interject. Which I can't, but you know what I mean.
So you land near her.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, you can do that. We'll say that happens.
Right.
Don't you just want to kiss these lips?